Welcome to another Forex forecast with Blue Pips Forex. I'm Francis, and in this video, I'm going to be making a full breakdown of AUD, JPY, CAD CHF, Euro Pound, Pound CHF, and Euro USD. I'm going to be analyzing this pairs from the monthly time frame down to the daily time frame, showing the major levels of structures in the market and how I'm going to be trading around them over the coming weeks. Before we start, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please click the subscribe button now to enable you um get our content when to upload a new video. So without further waste of time, let's get down to the video. Alright, so right here we have the monthly time frame of AUD/CHF, and what we can see is that we have this descending um channel pattern right here, and last month gave us a monthly close above the channel. That's last month kind of confirmed the close above the channel. So with this, what we can expect is a rise in the price of AUD/JPY in the long run. But right now, you can see that the price is currently around resistance level. You can see that the area was resistance back here. It was support several times. It still acted as support back, and we should keep going back. You see, it was resistance, it was support, it was supported several times. So that area is actually an important area of structure to keep in mind. So with the price below this area, we can expect to see some kind of rejection lower. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. Okay, so from the weekly time frame, what we can see is that last 2 weeks gave us a rejection of that 8061 resistance, and this last week just gave us a little indecision candle, which shows that the price can either continue higher or continue lower. But as long as the price will remain below this 8061 level, I will expect to see a drop in the price of AUD/JPY probably to 78.37 over the next few weeks, as the case may be. So that's what we have from the daily time frame. Right, so in daily time frame, what we can see is that from this low right here, price made all this impulse, came back for a retracement, we had an impulse, a correction, had another impulse, another correction, had another impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse to this high, and then from this area, what you can see is that the price came back to this low, failed to break above that previous high, and then what we had next was a break back below this support at 8022. So after I break below that support, what you can expect is a retest of the support as resistance, and you can see that on Thursday price came to that area, Friday closed back below that area, confirming that this area is actually holding as resistance right now. So from the daily time frame, what I can expect is to see the price drop to 70.59. Then if I'll get a daily close below 70.59, then on the retest I can expect to see the price continue lower to probably the next daily level of support at 78.90, and perhaps 78.37 over the coming weeks, as the case may be. So that's all on AUD/JPY. Next pair on our list today is CAD CHF, and what we can see on CAD CHF is a market that broke below previous level of major structure right here. You can see that we had support there, we had support around there, we had support through this area, even back here we had support, and that's actually an all-time low, because we have to scroll back in the past. We see that there's no data, we don't have any data associated with this pair at this low right here. So that's actually an all-time low right there, and see that the price is actually below it. We actually had retest of that resistance, that support as resistance, but you can see that the price is actually finding support down here again, and price has failed to move below that area. In fact, for the last few months, the price has just been consolidating within this zone. So with this, I can expect to see the price come back to retest this 71.87 over the next few months, as the case may be. So that's what we have from the weekly time frame. Alright, on the weekly time frame, we have quite a different scenario. First, we can see that we have weekly level of resistance at this point, and then we have a weekly level of support at this 68.93 area. Also, we still have weekly level of support down at this point right here. So with this, what we can expect. Okay, lastly, we have another level of support. That's this ascending support right here. You can see it was support there. We had support here. We had support twice at this point. So with this, what we can expect is for the price to probably come and retest this 68.93 area of support within this coming week or the next week as the case may be. So from the weekly time frame, we want to first see the price come back and retest this area before possibly a move higher. So let's see what we have from the daily time frame. Alright, so on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we have a double top pattern right here. From this low, the price climbed, hit this high right here, which was actually aligning with this highs right at that point there. I'm just going to add an horizontal line right there. So you can see that the price hit this level of resistance around there twice. You can see it was resistance back here too. And after hitting that level, what we had was a push lower. And now we have the price below this 69, 60 area. So with the price below this area now, know that there's a very high chance that the price could continue lower. So what I want to see here will be probably a little bit more drop and then a retest of this 69, 60 area as resistance. So if that's going to happen, then I'll be on the smaller time frames looking for a good entry opportunity, and if I should get one, I'm going to take a short trade to my target at 68.93, which I will expect the trade to last for the next few days or weeks as the case may be. But if on this move back up, if the price will fail to find resistance at this point, I'll just continue higher. Then obviously I will not be able to take this trade anymore because I won't have the confirmation I need to take the trade. So let's see what we have on the next pair on our list. Right, so the next pair on our list is Euro Pound, and what we can see is that the price has just rejected previous area of resistance at 92.13. You can see that the area has acted as resistance several times in the past, and the price has rejected it. In fact, for the last 20 years or so, the price has failed to give us a monthly close above that 92.13 area, which shows that this area is actually a solid area of structure in the market. And you can see that last month actually give us a very solid rejection of the area. So with that, we can expect that the price is going to drop to 86.72 level support over the next few months as the case may be. So from the monthly time frame, I expect to see a drop to 86.72 over the next few months. So let's see what we have on the weekly time frame. Right, so on the weekly time frame, we have quite a different scenario. We can see that we have weekly support down at this point here. In fact, this area was rejected as support. Once again, we had another rejection as support. Again, we had rejection twice as support. And last 2 weeks when the price came to this area, I was expecting to see probably a close below, but no, this last week gave us another rejection of that same 88.77 level of support. So as long as this area remain intact on a weekly closing basis, I would expect to see the price make a rise probably into 90.54 over the next few weeks as the case may be. Also, there's still a possibility that this coming week might close below this area. So I'll be talking about the areas I'll be paying attention to as my objective on the daily time frame. But on the weekly time frame, what I would expect to see is probably a rise into this 90.54 area. So let's see what we have on the daily time frame. Right, so on the daily time frame, what we can see is that from this high, the price made the move down to support at 88.71. Then after that, the price made this retracement, made a push lower, and then closed back above, giving us the possibility of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. That's not formed yet, but there's the possibility that we are going to have an inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. So what I'll simply be expecting would be for the price to make another move back to this support at 88.71. So if the price is going to retest 88.71 level of support and we find support at that point, then I'll be on the smaller time frames looking for good entry opportunity. And if I'll get one, I'm going to take a long trade with good risk to reward. Bearing in mind that this is the next daily level of resistance, and as long as this area will remain intact, the price could just reject this area and continue the move lower, just like I expect from the price to do, looking at the chart on the monthly time frame. So what I expect right now will be for the price to retest this area and reject it for the next move higher. But if I have a situation where the price will just hit this area and fail to find support at this area, say the price just close below and continues lower, then I will not be able to take this trade anymore because the structure will not be aligning with what I have from the weekly time frame for this short term long opportunity I'm having on this pair. So that's going to be all on euro pound. Next pair on our list today is pound CHF. And here on the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have this um, wedge pattern right here. You can see that for the last 4 to 5 years, the price has been um, within this channel. So uh, that's within this triangle pattern I just highlighted. So what we can see next is that we have solid area of support down at this lows right here, almost similar with what we have on euro pound. But now what we can see again is that the price is at monthly level of resistance right here. We can see that the area has been resistance several times in the past, was still resistance back here. So the price at this type of level, what we can expect is a rejection of this level for probably another move lower again. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. Right, so on the weekly time frame, first of all, what we can see is that we are the price is trapped in a range. From this area, the price came down to support at this point. From support, we had resistance, from resistance back to support, resistance back to support, back to resistance to support, to resistance to support, and now again we have the price at resistance. Now we can see that this last week's candle has given us a mild rejection. Although the price did not come into this 2205 area to give us a very good rejection of the area. However, the price still gave a little rejection of that area. So with this, there's a possibility that the price could just continue lower. Also, there's still that possibility that the price could still come up into this 2205 area and either break above or give a very good rejection of that area. But as long as the price remains below 2005 on a weekly closing basis, I would expect to see the price um reject it and probably make the next move lower. So from the weekly time frame, what I want to see is a drop in the price of pound CHF. So that's what we have on a daily time frame. So on daily time frame, what we can see is that the price made all this upward move right here. You can see that the price made an impulse to this high, give us a retracement, another impulse, another retracement to this area, consolidated for some time and then broke above, found support at this point again. And now the price has failed to give us a close above this previous high right here, which means what we might be seeing on our hands here is a double top pattern. However, it's important to note that the pattern is not confirmed because the price has failed to close below that 2093 resistance, sorry, that 2093 support. So as long as support will remain intact, there's always a possibility for the price to just continue the move higher from here. And in that case, we will not be interested in this pair because what we want to see is for the price to give a daily close below this 2093 area. So that's actually what I want to see, a daily close below that area. But I'll see a daily close below that 2093 area of support. And on the retest of that zone as resistance, that's where I'm going to be waiting for a good entry opportunity to take a nice short trade to the next daily level of support at 1929 area support. So if the price will close below this area and retest here and find resistance at that 2093 area, I'll take a short trade to 1929. But if the price will fail to find resistance on the retest of this place, if the price will just close above, then we won't be able to take this trade because we won't have the confirmation we need to take this trade anymore. So that's going to be all on pound CHF. On Euro USD, what we can see from the monthly time frame is that we had this multi-year descending um, channel pattern right here, and then what we can see is that the price gave us a close above a couple of months back, give us a retest of that zone, that's previous resistance and support, and then we have the price climbing. So what I would expect to see will be for the price to climb up to the next level of resistance at 25.31 over the next few months. So that's what I want to see from Euro USD, to see the price climb to the next level of resistance at 25.31 over the next few months. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. Right, so from the weekly time frame, we have a situation where the price has just given us a marginal close above this weekly level of resistance at 2163. So with this, we cannot be very sure of what the price is about to do. Might see the price continue higher, just like we have from the monthly time frame, or the price could still want to grab more liquidity and at this 1931 area. So from the weekly time frame, the price could go either way. We could see continuation higher, and we could see the price drop down to 1931 to grab more liquidity for the continuation higher, which we expect from the monthly time frame. So for now, from the weekly time frame, it's quite indecisive. I can't really pinpoint a particular direction for this pair at the moment. So let's see what we have from the daily time frame. Okay, so from the daily time frame, what I have is a market that from this low give an impulse to this high, retracement, another impulse to this high, retracement, an impulse to this high, retracement, an impulse, retracement, impulse, and then we have this push lower to that 2163 area of resistance. So with the price at that area, we had a retest and then another push lower to 2066 area of um support. So with the price at this area, rejecting this area of support back to this high, we could either see a continuation higher or a rejection for a move lower. So what I'm going to be doing right here is going to be waiting for either a daily close above this 2213 area. As you can see, the area has been an important area of structure on the daily time frame. I see that right here we had the area holders support, and when the price closed below the next day, we had the area held as resistance. Even when the price closed above again, we had the area hold as support once again, and when the price closed below again, we had the area hold as resistance before this move lower. So that's actually a good area of structure to keep an eye on. I'm going to see the price give a daily close above this 2213 area, then on the retest as support. That's why I'm going to be taking a nice long trade with good risk to reward higher. But if on the other hand the price will just reject this 2163 area, say we get an engulfing bar from this area, then that means we'll most likely see the price drop lower into this support at 2066 and perhaps 1913 over the next few days or weeks as the case may be. So if that's going to be the case, I'll be on the smaller time frame watching out for a good entry reason. I'm going to get one. I'll take a short trade with good risk to reward. So right now Euro USD does not have a particular direction. It could climb as much as it could drop. So that's going to be all on my forecast for this week. If you found this video educational, click the smash the like button, and if you are not subscribed to this channel, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. Click on the bell notification to enable you get our content whenever we upload a new video, and Also share the video. If you have a question to ask, ask in the comment section below. Until we meet in the next video, have yourself a wonderful weekend.